To confirm it myself, I'm trying to play all Digimon games that are available in English in one way or another. I started playing Digimon World 2, which from the title you will think it would at least the same base gameplay or game loop as in Digimon World, because it's a follow-up game, but it changes the gameplay formula completely. That I wanted to confirm to myself. Even if the game is part of the franchise, or something like that, they have completely different gameplay from each other. Okay, at least title-wise, Digimon World 2 is a follow-up game in English release to Digimon World. I don't know if it's the same in Japanese. Still, PP Studio, sorry, I probably I butchered the of this game, and Bandai publishes this game only for PlayStation 1, of course, which took too much time, and way too much time to complete it. Like, it's stupid counting playtime. And yeah, only for Digimon World, I managed to complete this game. Sure, some are my faults why I took too much time, but also the game is at fault why I took too much time. But about this I'll talk later in the video. And you should know how I play the game, so it will be easier to record it even for the play buffer. The game is set in a world where omens and Digimon live together in the same world. But of course, living in the world isn't a peaceful time, so the player character, Akira, default name, is already trained to become a guard on screen, he is finally reaches a final training mission, where he needs to go drugs at the main housing Porotic people in Digimon to reach the main boss, Leomon, to fight it, so he can become a guard. Afterwards, Akira can choose to join one of 3 guard teams called Augs, Blue Falcons, or Black Swords. Each guard team specialize in their own typing. Gold Augs are Fire-sign Digimon, Blue Falcons are Dotted Digimon, and of course, Black Swords are Virus Digimon. Which, in a way, is also choosing your starting Digimon, which, of course, is the same type as your guard team specialize in. At the start of the game, I thought I was locked in using only virus type Digimon because I joined Black Swords, even if I had found items which would help me to get any type of Digimon. More about it later. Maybe. domains are gained randomized dungeons, which means Digimon World 2 is something like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, which I haven't played fully. Maybe I attempted to play it, or it was a ROM act that I attempted to play. But while I was playing it, I stumbled on the internet, people saying this game isn't a Digimon game, but Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games are at least fine. Anyways, back to the gameplay, and of course the goal of each domain is to reach the domain boss. I said gain the randomized dungeons because I assume there are set rooms for each domain floor, but placement of the rooms are randomized. But of course there are some set domain floors. However, to explore domain, you need to use a Digipil, which is a kind for exploring domains. And of course, for which you need to worry about energy and health of it, and other stuff. And needed to get upgrades. So, it isn't easy to just reach the domain boss. More about that later. Plus, of course, there are other Digimon encounters which aren't random encounters, so you can try to avoid non-boss Digimon. Battle gameplay is regular turn-based RPG, where up to 3 Digimon for each side can battle. It's by selecting techniques for all Digimon in the battle and then Digimon starts to stack. Plus, if a player uses an item, then it doesn't replace Digimon using attack. Digimon attack are split into 4 types: attack, counter-attack, interrupt, and assist. Attack is just attack, counter-attack can force normal attack, but it's more powerful. Other opponents' attacks first, though Digimon which is a static attack. Interrupt interrupts opponent's attacks, but afterwards opponent still can attack. Cold vary by the deck that Digimon houses, but I'm not sure about if there is that kind of deck. And lastly, assist is healing, reviving, adding or removing something like status effects, and maybe other stuff like that. Or Digimon can just guard, of course, because it's a Digimon game. Then of course the Digimon can take fall, but which can be done in domains. You can't know when Digimon can take fall in the domain. You can only know if Digimon can take fall where you take fall then. This game starts with Rocket Evolution level, and that isn't just regular Digivolution, but also DNA Digivolution, which doesn't make your Digimon higher level, but it's level regression, which happens when merging the Digimon together. But in either case, which needs to be done, because at some point your Digimon won't be able to earn experience anymore. As someone who played Serpa slot before, I was kinda surprised when Digimon levels up, mana and health is revealed. And of course, it will take time to get to around Cyber Slots review video. By the way, regular RPG levels are shortened as L. Experience levels, not that I talked about it. finally the main point of the video. Or maybe it isn't. But anyways, I'm not fully sure where to start. But I guess it's ball animations those takes a while to play around. Or at least animations getting those that takes a while. Like it where the game says what take type and only afterwards what take Digimon is also. Okay, that isn't a good explanation, but maybe the video in the background helped. Next it's... I guess the main point of the game is going to drag the domains. Like, maybe from mid-game, if not earlier, it could take around an hour just to reach the main boss. So, of course, building well Digimon adds to the playtime, or even running away from battle adds to the time. However, that's not all. It can happen where the game forces you to restart the domain in one way or another. I mostly resetted the game to restart the domain. It's because of track which are in domain. Some are fine, some are just to increase the playtime. I'm looking at your return budget. After upgrading Digger Peel, you can see traps, but still, there are some domain floors where the traps block the path and you can get around like there's no alternate path. And of course, you can only save game in specific arenas as well. It's on world map, I could say on world map before going in the domain or DOM. Okay, also on DOM maps, I could say also you can sell, but you can't save the game when you are in domain or in a DOM end of the DOM. I guess yeah, only on the maps you can save the game. So also that's why it will take a long time to reach the domain boss. Okay, this probably was my fault, but for me, my started Digimon Digivolving was the first thing to happen, rather than either getting no tags for the Digimon or getting no Digimon in a party. At least not getting no Digimon in the party was probably my fault. I don't know about getting no tags. I mixed the explanations of how to get a no Digimon in the party. Once the game didn't explain, so of course then I looked on the internet. But on the first attempt it seemed it didn't work. When I tried using items that should work on any type Digimon, but it didn't seem to work. So afterwards I got items that work only on virus Digimon. And finally I got Digimon to join in the party. After this I assumed I was locked into only virus type Digimon. By the way, to get Digimon to join in the party, you need to use items before battling the Digimon. However, in the encounter there can be up to 3 Digimon, so you can choose which Digimon you want from the encounter. Over the playthrough, when either I needed Digimon or it was for a mission, when I didn't get Digimon that I wanted or needed, then I resetted the game, which added to playtime but wasn't registered by in-game playtime counter. But now the playtime counter is stopped counting. When I play Pokemon games for which or that for the tutorials on my own time, I complained to myself that I didn't need one, but yet I wanted to do a tutorial for getting Digimon in a party or in the party. There also are Coliseum battles, where there are 3 palaces in a row, and where you get those items, neither when in palace or in between palaces, which I assumed was optional, but it actually is necessary to finish the game. Like it seems the game implied it was optional. Okay, wait. And the last Colosseum battle took some time to beat, because I rage quitted when I saw I couldn't beat it, or at least when it seemed like that. So I went to grind, but at that point I needed to grind a lot. And I was afraid that I needed to get Digimon which would a healing tech and waste a lot more time grinding it. Thankfully, I didn't need to do it. Also before it, I did a lot of grinding. Because of the Digievolutions, level regression, grinding needs to be done again because regular RPG experience levels are resetted. Also, when battling boss Digimon, for some reason, they can confuse my Digimon, but I can confuse them. Even those Digimon which are boss Digimon. So yeah, boss Digimon can happen to be not just boss Digimon, but also other Digimon. I took time in some battles because the game gave me text that can reduce opponent's Digimon MP, but I didn't manage to see opponent Digimon cutting, so it can reveal some MP. Like, say infinite MP. Cutting reveals some MP of that Digimon. Opponent's Digimon just attack it, or heal, but not revealing MP. My Digimon might have been under level there, but it still got annoying, and of course it wasted time. Akira is the default name of the player, so I let it like that, because for the first play of any game, I leave the default name if there is sound, if the game asks to name character. When you get a Digimon, the default for name is default name, and if you leave the name like that, when Digimon defaults, the name stays the same. Now I play the game emulation. I assumed I needed to override the name to delete the default name, but I had forgotten about trigger buttons, whatever control it. Yeah. Still, this game audio isn't translated to English, so it's easy to notice what localization changes was done for text names. At first, it seemed that when one of my Digimon beats opponent's Digimon, my other Digimon will automatically change attack, but that isn't the case. So you need to calculate when you can switch the target so as not to face at one. In the early game there was a Digimon that spam a technique which makes them untargetable as in they can't be targeted, or any Digimon that was in the same party as the Digimon, which made the other those playtime when it happened when I needed to grind. For levels, of course, experience levels that is. Final boss was kinda let down, especially after a difficult Colosseum battle. Okay, of course, as a final boss, I was able to use items, unlike in the Colosseum Palace. That's why I draw Colosseum Palace are optional when item usage is banned in them, and there are multiple battles in draw. Without tailing. Mainly from the game side, reaching each domain boss wastes a lot of your time. Just reaching the bosses. Of course, battling wild Digimon adds time, or even when running away from battles, it's hard to set playtime to reach the main boss. Plus, the game forces you to start the domain from the very beginning for one reason or another. And in either way, just going out of the domain or by resetting the game. The game does not give what Digimon I want or need. So far, I was forced to reset the game. Otherwise, grinding for currency would add more time to playing to be able to buy items. From my side, why it took this long to complete the game is that I took time to get a new Digimon in the party, for which I missed an explanation or there wasn't an explanation. Wait, that's all from my side. Okay, maybe grinded too much at some times when it wasn't necessary, but I'm not sure about that. If I was able to take this much time for this game, why wasn't able to do it for Digimon World? One thing maybe is that I can control the Digimon actions from the very beginning in this game, but I didn't mind the auto battle in Digimon World. Maybe the training was mostly just slots or just skipping time in it. Maybe that was it. And maybe also one Digimon at a time called in the party in the previous game in the franchise, well in Digimon World of course. Maybe I'll remake that Digimon World video someday, but not anytime soon. Well, somehow for this game it was more noticeable when I made some kind of progress than how it was in Digimon World. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, like the video, subscribe and comment. See you next time.